Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man, and welcome to another episode of Joey Does Reviews. In this episode, I will be reviewing the highly praised and acclaimed Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso, or the English title being, and most people know it as, Your Lie in April. Now, what can I say about Your Lie in April, other than the fact that it is amazing? Yes, I usually do reviews on series that I usually have opposite opinions on, based on what the majority of most anime reviewers out there think about a particular series, but concerning Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso or Your Lie in April, I have to agree with most opinions that people say. That popular opinion being that it is amazing feels true. Now this series actually ended, I believe, a few weeks ago and was going on for 22 episodes, so it spanned 2 seasons. It's feelsy, it's dramatic, it's romantic, and it is everything that a good anime is and should be. Now let's go through the basic plot of Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso if you've never seen it before or never heard it before. The story follows the main protagonist Arima Kosei, who is known as a piano prodigy from a young age, being taught by his mother, who was also known as a piano prodigy back in the day. However, at a young age he lost his mother and thus has developed this kind of fear to play piano, being unable to hear the sound of the piano. For 2 years he stopped playing piano because of this fear, and even with the help of his friends, he just couldn't get back to playing piano because of this fear and almost PTSD that he had. However, one day that all changed when he met the girl and the main heroine, Miyazono Kaori, who is a violinist and kind of half forces and half tells Arima Kosei to start playing piano again to accompany her violin performance. Kosei slowly starts to develop feelings for Miyazono Kaori for not only helping him with his piano, but also just this strange connection that he saw between the two. And thus we have all sorts of romantic relationships going on between all the characters, as well as this development of not only a character but also a relationship that really shifts the way that the story is told to everyone. However, something terrible happens to Miyazono Kaori that changes Arima Kosei's future. What could that possibly be? I won't tell you because my reviews are spoiler free. So let's get on to what makes Your Lie in April such an amazing series. First of all, the artwork is absolutely beautiful. You can always count on A1 Picture Studios to create some of the most artistically beautiful anime series ever created. Now I guess one bad thing I can say about the series was the way that they kind of used the secondary characters, mainly Watari and Tsubaki, who are childhood friends or school friends of both Miyazono Kaori and Arima Kosei. Now it's kind of weird to see this kind of half romantic relationship going on between Tsubaki and Kosei, but you know, it didn't really go anywhere. Like, it didn't really add to the development of the story, so-called. It was like they're trying to throw, like, you could have totally made another series just from the relationship between Tsubaki and Kosei, because it was nice and all, you know, it was nice to see that, oh, the childhood friend loves Kosei, but it was kind of not really, you couldn't really connect it to not only the relationship between Kosei and Miyazono Kaori, but to the actual story in general. Like, it was kind of there to, it didn't really help, I think, the character development of Kosei as much as it did for Tsubaki. And I believe with those kinds of romance anime, you have to really, concerning those secondary characters, you really have to kind of make it connect or somehow relate to the character development of the main character. Otherwise, it's kind of like, yeah, here's the, you know, romantic relationship going on as a side, but it's in no way gonna come and loop back around. You know, that's how I felt about it. I'm sure some of you guys disagree about that, and that's cool, but in my opinion, it just didn't really seem like it connected a lot to the main story. Now, I think they also kind of abused the way that they use Watari as well in the series. Like, yeah, it's established earlier on in the series that, you know, Miyazono Kaori likes Watari and Watari likes Miyazono Kaori, so they've already established this kind of solid connection that Kosei has to try and get in between. But, you know, compared to that, like, they didn't really show much of that happening, like, between Miyazono Kaori and Watari. Of course, right near the end, you actually find out why Miyazono Kaori started to go out with Watari, like the actual true meaning behind it. But it was kind of, I don't know, like the way that they kind of used Watari to create a plot was a little bit it was a little bit like, it was a little bit unstable in my opinion. But I do admire the fact that they kind of, you know, brought it back right back to the beginning and, you know, actually gave reason as to why Watari was, you know, essential to the plot in the first place. But throughout the entire series, like, you kind of really don't see him a lot. He's just kind of there on the side. And, you know, it would have been nice to see him being more engaged, especially with Corsair, rather than, you know, as a, oh, he's kind of there to kind of just tie the series together, where, you know, I would have liked to have seen more screen time for him, in my opinion. But overall, guys, I was super happy with this series. Like, I was pleasantly surprised with how good this series actually ended up being. And it's definitely shown, like, a lot of reviews that I've seen from other anime YouTubers and just, you know, on the internet in general, have really shown really positive reviews for this series. And I myself give Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso an 8.5 cat faces out of 10, just because, yeah, it was really feelsy, really good. But I do believe there were some flaw points, like I just mentioned before, that they could have really worked on. And if they had kind of maybe, like, you know, tightened that up a little bit, especially with the secondary characters, then this series would have been really close to a 9 out of 10 or even a 10 out of 10. Anyways, guys, that was my review for Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso. What did you guys think about it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know all of that kind of stuff in the comments below. Also, let me know what series you would like me to review next. It could be an anime series, manga series, visual novel, light novel, pretty much anything that has to do with anime. I'll try and check it out and I'll try and review it for you guys. Now, at the time of this recording, I haven't really done a lot of review videos because you guys don't really seem to actually, like, watch these kinds of reviews. But if you did like this review, then make sure to leave a like as well, just so I know you guys want more reviews from me. And then, you know, I'll definitely give you guys some more insightful reviews that are totally just one guy's opinion on the internet. So reliable. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Always like, favorite if you enjoy. Subscribe for any event. I'll see you guys next video, whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Ta-da!